Coming up on 6:37 now, we are nearly 6 months into 2025, and we're still learning about a continuing problem we've been covering since October of last year. For nearly 8 months, our teams received dozens of calls and emails about their SNAP benefits getting stolen.
That's right. Fariha Abrar joins us in studio now. She's been following this ongoing problem. Fariha, earlier you told us that the Department of Human Services received over 10,000 theft claims. You might even said a few more than that. How much money have they recorded stolen so far?
Well, according to the director of the State Department of Human Services, the agency's actually recorded $23,190,670.24 lost since the beginning of this year. And they've also recorded nearly 30,000 reports of theft filed since January 1st. As we continue to hear folks report to us about their claims, those numbers are only continuing to rise.
Georgia is not protecting their citizens. Like the governor's office is not trying to address it. You know, the first thing they said is that, well, that's your loss. You ain't getting nothing back.
Georgians are continuing to sound the alarm with claims of stolen SNAP benefits drained from their accounts with little to no help from the state. Families told us they've taken every measure recommended by the Department of Human Services, yet they're still waking up to empty accounts.
I locked my card and I got a new card and I added the alerts. So I only put the lock for like merchants outside of Georgia, and I added it so it texts me every time like there's a transaction.
As fraud continues to persist, families relying on the safety net tell us their faith in the state is fading.
Reapply. I'm just scared because my data been breached all around the board.
The plea for protection is personal for advocates like State Representative Patty Stinson.
I do know about being a food stamp recipient, living in public housing, dependent on those government programs to help me. And I use those government programs as a step up. I didn't make them a lifestyle. And without them, I do understand the hardship it causes for families.
Now, current recipients and Stinson are trying to propose solutions to the state and federal agencies handling the credits and fraud reports.
I think right now, AI, cybersecurity, that's very important. They need to get a contract with somebody who can provide a secure service.
Other states, I understand, have placed money in their state budget to provide a chip on the EBT cards to try to help prevent this from happening. Whatever it takes to protect Georgians and to ensure they can keep food on their tables to feed their families.
Difficult numbers to digest. Now, the state told us they're still investigating every report and working closely with law enforcement. Georgia's EBT card vendor Conduit is required to complete annual security reviews monitored by the state. As for returning to food stamps, well, the state says they also carry security risk, and that isn't a preferred option. For now, officials recommend using food bank locators like feedinggeorgia.org or foodfinder.us to get immediate help.